Hello, welcome. Hopefully we are all well. Let me know where you are watching from. I'm coming to you live from Yorkshire in England. We've got a great show lined up for you today. So yes, hopefully you're all well and good. Be.Live has some fantastic features to enable you to really deliver a great professional looking production when it comes to your live stream. And today we're going to be talking about some of those features. There's some new features been added, some others been tweaked. And again, whether you're new to live streaming or you've been doing this for a while and you're just looking to tweak and get better, then this is the show for you. We're going to talk about branding and some tips about that. We're going to talk about production. We're going to talk about engagement. And we're going to talk about the different features on Be.Live that are really going to help you with that process and your live. Feel free to drop your questions in the comment section. And at the end, we will have a 10-minute kind of freeballing Q&A where we'll kind of answer those burning questions that you have about live streaming and Be.Live. As he drops his phone. There we go, the joys of live. So yes, we're going to be talking about the different features. We're going to be talking about the layouts for presentations, and we're going to be talking about how important presenting is on your live stream as well. So yeah, let me know where you're watching from. Oh, fantastic. Spain, beautiful, beautiful part of the world. And hopefully a lot warmer than what it is here in England. At the moment in England, despite it being June, it's actually quite cold. So yeah, we can get through that. So most importantly, first things first, Be.Live has a fantastic feature where you can trial Be.Live. You can do that for free. And yeah, you can sign up for Be.Live and start using these features straight away to enable you to really level up your live stream. Do click on that link and check out Be.Live. If you haven't already signed up, then what are you waiting for? It's a fantastic live streaming platform that has some really unique and top draw features to enable you to deliver good quality live streams. So let's talk about some of the cool features that Be.Live has and why they're important. One of the things I like most about Be.Live and what drew my attention to it in the beginning was how you can brand your live stream up right here in the kind of studio. Now, branding's so important for anything you do, and especially on social media. When you're trying to grab people's attention, there's so much stuff going on online. You need to be kind of helping stop that scroll to grab your audience's attention and to draw them in. And that's kind of what branding does. It delivers your professional image, your consistency, and it's like a promise that you've got with your audience. Once they start seeing your brand assets around the internet, on your social media, on Facebook, on YouTube, wherever they're seeing them, it's kind of, they know to expect a certain level of either quality or service or professionalism. So being able to associate your brand assets with your live stream really does kind of help, one, set you aside, but two, as people are scrolling through their feed, they go, oh, kind of, yeah, that's Grant's live stream. We'll pop into that. We know that that's going to be okay, or you know what you're going to expect, and that's kind of why having those brands consistent, having those colors consistent throughout your stream, having those brand assets consistent throughout everything that you do online really does help build that connection with your audience. And I think everything that we do is about building connection with your audience. That's what creates loyalty. So whether you're using Be.Live for Amazon Live for selling, whether you're using it to promote your services as a coach, or whatever it is that you're going live for, speaking in your community, your group, keeping that brand consistency keeps that loyalty. It helps build that engagement. So yeah, does that make sense? If anything I says makes sense, let me know in the comment section as well. It's always good to know that you're there as well. So how does Be.Live help with that branding? Well, nice and simple. We've got really cool things like the show agenda. You can just see there already. I've gone in and I've set the colors that I want for this. Now, you'll also see I've got a nice overlay around the outside of the edge of the screen here. This can be changed to whatever you want to be. This is just a transparent PNG. You can do this in Canva, Photoshop, or whatever platform that you want to do. Now this one is a Be.Live one that's standard that comes with it, but you can really go in there and play around with that. You just go into the branding tab, click on the overlays. Here's one I do for another live stream that I do for the wedding industry. You'll see we've got a nice drop shadow on there. We've got a little logo in the corner there as well. And again, brand colors, same fonts that I'm going to be using throughout that particular business. That helps build that consistency, that builds that brand loyalty. And again, you can play around with this. I've had some good fun creating different ones. Here's one that I used for the beginning of an opener for an awards thing that we did. And so whilst just messing around in the background, that's at the front. But if someone's just scrolling through Facebook and they get to see that, it builds that curiosity. It's not just somebody going live on their phone, if that makes sense. And if it does make sense, let me know. And again, we've got some, again, you can be changing these whilst we're live. These are just some of the preset overlays that's in there, but it's so simple to create your own. Go into Canva, do a transparent PNG, and then just put whatever branding you want in your, in the corners across the bottom. This is one I quite like. Again, lots of different options that are pre-built into the software, but so easy for you to create your own as well. And again, that's a really great way of framing your stream. So when people are scrolling through, they see your brand consistency throughout. The theme tabs under branding enables you to kind of change colors. There is 2 themes on there, modern and classic. To give you a good example, here we go. Hey Marcus, how are you? It's great to see you. So yeah, this is an example of the classic branding, and this is an example of the modern one. And they have different assets to associate with them. So like we have a text scroller, which is really great, which comes on. That's on the classic one. So that's on the modern one. I really like the scroller on the modern. And then if we just change that for the themed classic scroller, again, with your brand colors as well. So if you're looking at creating a show, something that is like a talk show, that's a live stream show, both myself and Marcus both host live stream shows, having that branding out there is really important. Dr. Ello is in the house. Dr. Ello, hello. So yeah, so having those different things that you can play around with and really make your own is important. Again, really important is your logo. You can set up, again, upload a small transparent PNG with your logo on it, and it puts it in the top corner of the screen there as well. So these are really basic things that you can do to just really level up the production of your live stream. And again, it just sets you aside from your competitors from doing what they're doing, which I think is a really great thing and so simple to do. Now, don't let its simplicity kind of put you off. It's still very powerful. The stuff that Be.Live can do is really amazing, but it helps you deliver a production quality live stream without having to have a team behind you doing stuff, which really helps, I think, especially if you're like me and I can be all over the place sometimes. So again, if you have any questions, don't forget we have got a Q&A at the end of this. And if you have a live stream, feel free to drop a link to it in the comment section so we can check that out as well. Let me just change this theme back over here. There we go. So yeah, so branding, it helps you deliver your message. It helps you create that loyalty with your customers, and it helps you stand out from other people. So when people are worried about spending their time with you, by seeing all of these assets, it builds that familiarity, and it just helps create and build loyalty and familiarity with your customers, your audience, if that makes sense. If that makes sense, drop an emoji in the comment section as well. Another good thing with Be.Live is the agenda feature. Now, on the right-hand side of the screen, as I'm talking to you and I'm going live here, my show is all lined up on the side here. So I can just bring these different assets up here, and it brings it up using those brand colors on the side there as well. My favorite feature to use while streaming, That is a great one. I'll get to that in a minute, actually, because I don't think I said this the other day to somebody about something else. It's like having a favorite dessert or pudding. I don't think you can have just one favorite. There's some great features that Be.Live has that I absolutely love. The snake is one of them. I'm not using the snake at this moment in time because I'm going to be repurposing some of this, but I'll show you the snake in a minute. I love the snake for encouraging engagement with the audience. I love the tip jar. That's another great feature that I'll show you in a few moments' time. But for me, I think it is the branding features. Being able to make it look like my stuff is what makes it really important. It's helped me build my brand outside of social media through that. So I speak at conferences, and a lot of that was done on the back of people seeing the quality of my live streams and all the branding that's on there as well. So it builds people's curiosity to that. Just take that logo off there as well. But yeah, the AI comments, again, top feature for me. But yeah, the show agenda is, for me, not so much a favorite feature, but what I think is the most important feature. Because if you're like me and you can be a bit like a squirrel all over the place, having a show agenda helps you stay on point. Now, this is so important when you're doing any type of presentation, whether you're on stage talking to an audience, whether you're in a meeting doing a PowerPoint presentation, or whether you're delivering a training or presentation online. Having that agenda that you stick to as best that you can is so important, because otherwise you end up going down an avenue, you end up getting lost, and you end up losing your audience as well. You've got to respect your audience's time. They're investing that time in you. You don't want to be waffling too much. And I am a waffler. So having that show agenda really does help. This really helps for another reason. People's attention span these days, that makes me sound old. People's attention span these days is so much shorter than what it's ever been. And we're so used to watching really snappy, fast edits and cuts on YouTube, on all of the kind of platforms that are out there. So having different things that can appear on screen, such as the agenda, such as being able to display the speaker's name, all of these things kind of unconsciously keep your audience's attention onto the screen and onto the message that you're delivering. And again, if you've got an important message that you're delivering, at that point, you don't really want loads of stuff going off on screen. You want to kind of keep that point on point. But having stuff that can be going on, showing people what's coming up in the show, having those agenda items really does help. And again, the crawler that is currently crawling across the bottom of the screen. This is great for getting information out there to reinforce the message that you're delivering. And as this message is doing that as we speak. This has been used by me for an award ceremony that we use. So we've kind of got the ticker across the bottom, giving people relevant information that is just constantly scrolling through a text number that they can text, or an email where they can send information through. That scroller, I think, is a really great feature. But let me know what you think of it. Again, I use this sparingly. It's not on constantly on certain types of stream because I don't want it to distract from the audience. But I think having the scroller, the ticker across the bottom, is a really great way of updating information. We've used this for updating people on scores from an off-roading race thing that we're involved in. And that's really great for keeping supporters of teams informed of what's going on, while someone can be putting that information in there whilst you're presenting and dealing with the nuts and bolts of the rest of the show. But yeah, so because that's just on the right-hand side of the screen, it makes it really simple that whilst I'm talking to you, I can see what's coming up next on the agenda, and then I can deal with that with just a click of a button. And I think that's important during your presentation, because whilst presenting, a great tip is to remember it's a conversation with one person in that audience, and then another person, and then another person. A lot of people get caught up in the big presentation. The reality is you want to feel that connection with your audience. You're going to be talking to that person. I'm talking to you. You're the only person that matters right now. So the less time I can worry about delivering all the things on screen, knowing that it's all just there with nice, simple click, makes my life a lot easier. And it helps, I think, deliver a more concise presentation. But let me know. Let me know what you think. I know sometimes I do waffle, but yeah, showcasing media. Again, talking about or emphasizing the point that we've just made about having stuff happening on screen to help deliver your point. Showcasing media is a really great way of. I do a show where we highlight different events that are coming up in the weekend. So we have the show poster coming up on screen. Be.Live has this ability that you can either load this up as well, you can upload media as a video, as a JPEG, or as a PDF as well. If you're doing a kind of a PowerPoint presentation, you can do that here as well. And you can do those in different formats. Let me pop them up here right now. So you've kind of got your standard horizontal size thing here. So this is great for, picture in pictures, side by sides, however you want to do it. I really like this one. And when you kind of have it letterbox like this, I think it looks really professional. You can notice as well, we've got a great, cool looking background with those brand colors. You can also highlight the background and have different things on there as well. On a different show that I do, I use the background as a way of delivering information when we're in this kind of side-by-side screen here as well. Depending how you want to deliver that information, you can also do it like this, which I think this is really great for like the show posters that I was talking about. Depending what format your images are in, this is, I think, a really great way of doing that as well. And again, if you're in presentation mode, it's really cool to have this one, which is, I think this is great for presentations. So if you had a PowerPoint presentation talking about different, pie charts and this quarter's KPIs and what's going on with your local football team or whatever it is that you want to be talking about, to have something like this at the side really does help you deliver that. And again, deliver it in a way that makes it look really professional. And again, you can brand these up and have something pop up on screen like this. I just put in cool because I did that whilst we were live right now. So let me know what you kind of live stream for. Would you be presenting? Would you be putting assets on screen whilst you are live? And if you are, the layouts that Be.Live has now are really cool. We've kind of got those side by sides. We've got the picture in picture. And we've also got the kind of the side on here where you can have multiple assets on here as well, which I do really like that one. So yeah. Which feature did you use to get the split screen? Above your assets in the bottom of your studio, there is different layouts there. So we've got a lineup here, all these different cool ones here, which are really cool. What's especially cool now is Be.Live also has the ability to do verticals as well. So you can live stream verticals rather than the standard horizontals, which I think is amazing. I'll just move that over there. So yeah, so the split screen is done by the different, and you can have like, I think it's 5, 6 assets on screen at the same time. And again, this is really great for if you've got lots of information coming up in the show, you can have all those different things down the side of the screen and then bring them over one at a time. I really like this feature. Again, doing a sports event a couple of weekends ago, we had multiple camera people, multiple presenters on there, and that enabled us to have everything on screen at the same time. This, as well as having the assets on screen like this of showcasing the media, these layouts can also be done for showcasing other presenters. So if you're presenting a show with other people, it's just as simple to do that. And again, it's a click of a button and it's just there right at the side. There we go. And easy to move them around on screen, if that makes sense. Importance of engagement. I think engagement is the most important thing for live streaming. It's why we live stream. It's the difference between like a video that we put online is a one-way communication. It's just one person with their point of view, and that's that. It's one way. Live streams is the closest we can get to a real conversation. It gives the audience a chance to ask questions, to make comments, to like, to do all sorts of stuff. It enables you to have that two-way communication without being in the room with them. So engagement is so important, because when you give your audience permission to get involved in the show, they're investing their time both physically and psychologically in your live stream. By them getting involved, they kind of take part ownership of it. They can steer the direction of the show if they need to. They can ask questions. They can share their own experiences of your product, your services. And this really helps increase that trust, the rapport you have with your audience. And this can be done on so many different levels. I always like to call out people's questions, call out their names, find out something that we've got in common. Because the easier we can build those connections with our audience, the easier it is for us to build friendships, to build that two-way communication where it's not just my show, it's our show. We're in this together. We want to do the best that we can together. And so engagement helps with that. Be.Live has some amazing features to increase the engagement. One of the things I really like is the AI comment assist. A question was asked earlier about my favorite feature. This has to be one of my favorite, because it means that if I'm running a busy stream, and some streams, you'll be surprised, once that engagement starts, it spreads and you can start a really busy stream. Once that happens, you don't want to be missing people's comments, especially positive comments from your followers, from your audience, from potential customers, clients, advocates. So the AI comment assist, when somebody comments something, it will bring it up on screen, hands free. So if you're watching this now, drop a comment in the comment section. I'll keep my hands here for a second. Don't leave me hanging because it'll be dead awkward, but I've got all night. I don't mind waiting. So if somebody drops a positive comment in the comment section, you'll find that that will automatically appear on screen. And that, I think, is amazing. Also, if somebody leaves a negative comment, it doesn't bring that up automatically on screen. That's really important. But it also gives you the option. It shows and highlights the comment that is about to be shown on screen and gives you the option to skip that. Brilliant. I do like that. So I shall keep my hands up here. One second. There we go. Now, this is a feature that you can switch on or off as well. You'd have just seen then, as I said that, I realized that I had comment assist switched off, which I thought that could have been awkward, but we managed to get there just in time. Now, that comment will stay on screen until either I hide the comment or until somebody else says another great positive comment, and then that will automatically replace that comment as well. So if you're running a busy show, again, the AI means that you can concentrate on presenting your show and not having to worry too much about clicking the buttons and doing that stuff as well. And that helps keep the engagement. I'll keep this up here because we've got another great comment coming in. And again, it shows me on screen now, comments appearing in 3, 2, 1. Brilliant. It is my favorite feature because I'm caught up in the presenting of the show. The Be.Live feature is looking after the comment section for me. And that comment section is so important. You've got to, when your audience responds to you, you've got to make sure you're responding back. You've got to make sure you're with them on that as well. There we go. We've got another one coming in 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Always amazing, my friend. Value, value, value. Dr. Elo, the check is in the post. Thank you very much. We do like compliments. But yeah, so that is a great feature. That, for me, is my favorite feature. There's some other awesome features with Be.Live as well that really helps with engagement. I'm quickly going to show you these as well. These are in the widgets section. And when this started, Dr. Elo will let you know, I got obsessed with this. I was jumping on other people's streams, and I'm very competitive by nature, and I want to be the head of the snake. So the snake feature is really great. So you'll see now going around the edge of the screen, you've got these little bubbles with the profile pictures of people that have commented. So every time a new commenter comments, it adds a body to the snake. Now, when this first came out, there was a few of us that were getting really competitive, and a great Amazon live streamer ended up with almost a full screen of snake, which I was a bit jealous of, to be fair. And what's cool is every time you comment, the last person to comment goes to the head of the snake. You'll see right now that Dr. Ello, a fantastic live streamer, is the head of the snake. And so when we were doing live streams, we were all jumping on each other's live stream and commenting just to be at the head of the snake. Great way if you've got your branding, which we spoke about earlier and how important that is. If your branding is in your profile picture, it's a great way of getting your branding out there, getting eyeballs on your stuff. And that's going back to branding. That's what it's about. It's not about spamming stuff. It's about making sure your brand assets, your colors, your logos, your stuff is out there. When you're commenting on other people's stuff, your branding is out there. Helps you build that audience. So that is the snake feature. You can switch this on and off as you choose, but I really love this. If you know you're going to have quite a chatty bunch and you know they're quite competitive as well, this is a great feature. And this encourages that engagement. You're giving people more of a reason to comment. And I don't need to tell you how important those comments help spread the word of your live stream. It helps the algorithms know that you're delivering catchy, sticky content that people are engaging with, so it will show it to more and more people. This really helps. So another feature that I absolutely love as well, and use this one quite a lot, is the lottery jar. This is a tip jar. Now, what this means is when somebody comments, their name is put into the tip jar that's in the corner of the screen. And then at whatever point, whatever interval you choose, you have a button on the screen here. You click get a winner, and it will randomly draw somebody out of the tip jar. So my glamorous assistants in the comment section, if somebody would just drop a comment in, if we could get 2 or 3 wonderful comments, they'll go in the tip jar and we'll just show you how that's done. Anton, that's awesome. You have got the first one in there. If we could get 2 more just to show that it's completely, look at that. Look at the AI comments automatically doing that. There we go. The tip jar sounds fun. Rennie, the tip jar is amazing. And especially for the stuff like we do, having that competitive element really does help. Good to see you as well, Rennie. I'll see you in a few weeks' time in Vegas while we're talking about live streaming. One more comment in that tip jar, and then we'll pick now I say pick a winner. You do not win anything today. You win the joy, a sportsman's bet. You win the joy of being a winner. So that's all we want. So one more comment, and then we'll pick a random person from the tip jar. Don't leave me hanging. Okay, we're going to count down 3, 2. There we go, Olivia. Fantastic. Let's go. So we're going to pick a winner. So we can have a drum roll, and then we just press click a winner. And the winner you will see is Rennie. Rennie, congratulations. You have won a knock joke from me in a private message. There you go. Probably didn't want to win that as a prize, but you got it anyway. So that is an awesome feature for, again, if you're doing some kind of giveaway on your social media, if you need to pull the name out of a hat, that's a great feature. I know on Amazon, fantastic, Rennie. I love the woohoo. I know on Amazon Live, it's great to kind of have some kind of stuff to pick winners out on there. I've used this for, again, increasing engagement during live streams. It's a great thing for that. So if you've got a t-shirt or a branded mug, this is the wedding stream that I do, a branded mug is great for that type of thing you can give away to your audience. And again, all of this builds excitement. It keeps people not only commenting on your stream, but it also keeps them watching the stream until the end, until you pick the winner as well. A great platform to know about streaming. Absolutely. Yes, thank you very much. So yes, that is the importance of engagement. By being engaged with your audience and your audience engaging with you, you're building that community together. Does that make sense? Let me know in the comment section. I think so. So before we get to the Q&A section, we're going to do 5-10 minutes of your direct questions that you want to know about live streaming, you want to know about Be.Live or anything. Then we're going to do that. But before we do, I just want to pop this up on screen and let you know that Be.Live are offering a free trial. You can sign up today for free and make use of all of these amazing features. I'm going to show that link in a few months' time. Again, it is a great deal that they've got going on at the moment. But yeah, let's get into the Q&A. This is your time. If you've got any questions that you want answering, this is your time to ask them right now. Let me just pop Q&A on this and put it up on the screen. Q&A. And again, you can update stuff as you go. Q&A. So yeah, so let me know if you are live streaming at the moment. Let me know what challenges you are facing when it comes to going live, and let me know what barriers or obstacles are stopping you from going live and how regularly you're doing it. So we're going to do a few minutes of questions, and if you don't have any questions, we will end the show. But this is your time. You can ask anything, and I will try my best to answer. One of the things I'll say whilst we're waiting for the questions to come in is you don't need to be like a super techie person to be going live. I started live streaming before, just before the pandemic, and I was not a tech guy at all back then. And I was seeing all sorts of stuff about, you know, all the different platforms about going live. All of them look really complicated. I needed something that enabled me to go live quickly, reliably, because that was so important for me. I was seeing people during the lockdown that were going live and then the lines were dropping out and all sorts of issues were going. I wanted something that worked and worked consistently. What's great with Be.Live is it's a cloud-based system. So it's not resource heavy on your computer. I didn't know what any of that meant, but I know that when I started live streaming, I didn't have the biggest and fastest computer in the world. I didn't have the best, you know, webcam. I didn't have all of the great gear that I've got now, but I still wanted something that would make me look professional. And that's what Be.Live does. So you can go live with what you've got and you can still have all of these assets because it's not taking up, you know, memory and resources on your computer. It is cloud-based. That also means that no matter where I am in the world, I can still go live with my brand assets. So if I was in America, which I go over a couple of times a year, whilst out there, I can still live stream using Be.Live with these same brand assets that I have loaded into the Be.Live portal here. No matter where I am in the world, I'm still delivering that same branded live stream at the same time that I promise my audience I'm going to do that, which for me is really important. So yeah. And I've just been in Asia and it was the same thing. It was so nice for me to be able to do that no matter where I am. And again, you're delivering that promise to your audience. And again, even if I've not got my computer, I can log in through a friend's computer. And because it's online based, I've used my login and I'm into my portal. It's not reliant on their computer. You just need a good internet connection. And that's it. Guys, if you have any questions, comments, suggestions, I'll happily answer those now. Cool. Well, guys, thank you for joining me today. If you're watching this on the catch up, please put hashtag catch up in the comment section. If you've enjoyed it, there we go. What are the top ways you use it? Coach, sales, etc. Rennet, I use this for everything. So I have a group, a private group, like a mentor group that I stream into. It's like an accountability group for hypnotists. I use it for promotion. So I run a public live stream once a week called Sunday Sessions. So it's like a 30-minute introduction to what I do. And that kind of really helps get me new eyeballs that I can funnel into my group. I run a couple of talk show live streams. So one that I've just stopped doing, I'm on a break from at the moment, was Funny Bits, which is where I talk to other professionals that do the same work as me from around the world. I use Be.Live to talk to them and interview them. This was a great way of me really increasing my reach, because you then tap into their audience. It's a great way of building your network by kind of saying, oh, I'd really love to work with you. I'd love to have you as a guest on my podcast, my live stream. Here's a link. And that's how simple it is. You just send them a link and they can come straight in. It's as simple as that. It's a great way of building that connection. I also use it for live streaming on Amazon Live. So I have a tech show where I talk about live streaming equipment and live streaming and sell those products on Amazon Live. That's a great way of, again, building my audience and generating revenue. And when we go back to the point of branding that we said earlier, because my brand is consistent across most of those platforms, when I'm on Amazon Live with my purple and my other stuff, that helps people familiarize themselves with me and helps bring that audience from Amazon to Facebook, to YouTube, wherever it is it needs to be. Also great for, like you said, if you want to be talking with clients, great for that as well. Great question. Blogger, digital creator, and political social media influence. I have an upcoming online TV station. My question is, can you recommend to me a few streaming apps that I can use offline to create outstanding reporting video? I mean, you say apps use outstanding reporting video. You can literally record something on your phone and then upload it into Be.Live as a video asset. So like you said, if you're doing it like a TV station, you can be talking and then you can go over to, you can then bring up your video and then have that play as well. You can also upload that to YouTube and have that connect through Be.Live. And so that I think that really helps. If you're wanting something that you can edit video with, here's the thing. Be.Live has an inbuilt video editor as well. That again is so straightforward. So you can put in your footage, chop it down, and then put that in here as well. Can you stream other people in like Zoom instantly, or does it need to set up the interviewee ahead of time? It's as simple as if I wanted to bring people in now, I could copy my guest link. If I wanted to, I could put my guest link in the comment section and people could join this live as we are live now. I'll not do that because we'll end up bombarding with people. But yeah, it's as simple as that. It's a different platform to Zoom. This is more of a show that is going out, whereas I find Zoom is more, it's great for meetings. This is great for, like we was just talking about there, about having an online TV station. This enables you to kind of have that branding so you can make what was a Facebook Live into your own show. That's what I'd love to see. Look at that. People making friends in the comment section. Yes, drop a link to the online TV station in the comment section as well. It's something I would love to see as well. So yes, definitely. And that's the good thing about live streaming like this. You can find people with similar interests. If you've got a passion, whether it be model train collecting or exactly what I said there, political social media influence, you should be streaming about it. You're helping build your community. Do you have a class or course on how to set the audio and video to go live? Run it. If you're at HDL, I'll talk you through that. But there is, Be.Live does have an online course going through how to set everything up. But run it, honestly, it is so simple. If you've got a webcam in your laptop, it's all there. Start with what you've got and then just keep building it up as well. Check back at some of the videos that's in the video section here on Be.Live, whether it's on YouTube or in the Facebook group. You'll find lots of videos teaching people how to physically go live as well. But yeah, the audio and the video, again, Be.Live makes it so simple to go live. If Google recognizes it as a webcam, you can be going live with it. If it recognizes it as a microphone, you can go live. It's as simple as that. It makes it looks like a production from the audience's point of view, but from like my point of view, everything is simple here. You can just add, if I wanted to add a second camera, I can just click a button there that says add camera, showing stream. There you go, look at that. I don't even look like the same guy, but that's just my inbuilt webcam. It's so simple to set up and can be done in seconds. Hopefully that answers your question, Renner. But yeah, I'm doing a talk at HDL, so I'll see you there, hopefully. Guys, thank you very much for your comments and questions. If you're watching this on Catch Up, put hashtag Catch Up in the comment section, and I'll try and answer those as well. One last time, please do check out the link that I've just posted. This will give you, enable you to sign up for free for Be.Live as well. Can you also check Be.Live tutorial? There we go. Anton, absolutely spot on. Here is a fan of Be.Live. I do it with my Logitech webcam and Blue Yeti. Chris, awesome. Awesome. And again, Logitech C920, iconic webcam, still very good. Blue Yeti microphone, iconic. You don't have to spend thousands and thousands of dollars on kit. Literally, you can get started with a HD quality, HD sounding live stream for dollars, for cents, for not much money at all. Start with what you've got. Guys, thank you very much for joining me today. Absolutely my pleasure. Hopefully you've enjoyed this show. If you have enjoyed the show, please feel free to put an applause emoji in the comment section. And guys, if you're watching on Catch Up, I'll try and answer those questions as we get along. For me, take care. Have a great rest of your day and happy Be.Live-ing.